gotta hear your children say that. But it's raining and it was snowing a little bit of. We have a Black History Museum. We got royalties and I did it in. The Negroes are gonna be big mad, super mad, gigantic mad, whatever type of mad you can think of. So I want to make the family. Usually, I go on in the evening, late night, but you never know when we get to live, but we may just go ahead and go in. So I might have to do the afternoon show while the brothers and sisters are in Africa, Tanzania, I believe, giving the updates and everything like that, showing the video. It just look warm on screen. It just look warm and relaxing. Right now, I'm in the mildew of, like, not even the rain, just, you know what I'm saying, just awful. Clouds are all cloudy, and just, this is New York. I don't know what state you can call the hub of white supremacy. You can call any one of these states the hub of white supremacy, man, but it's affected our minds, our thoughts. We got off, and it affected our children. And so I wanted to do a quick live on needing a home base and organizations. BAIO, familiar with its members, actively looking for a base of African operations. Because when you get shot, when a cracker gets shot in the Army, Navy, military, they take them back to what? A home base. We ain't got no home base. We get shot, we fucked. You know, the Panthers were farther along than we were, because at least they had underground hospitals and service centers for brothers who was having out with the police. We ain't got that. You know, the Panthers are the reason why the police got to get called if you come to the hospital with a gunshot. The brothers was warring with the cops. They was coming in shot up. The nurses and them, they look around like 1 and 1 is 2 here. Because we know the propaganda machine Hoover established in the media, and making sure he was on camera saying the Panthers were the biggest threat to national security. They purposely did that. They put everybody on notice. And everybody on notice. A scare tactic for the Negroes and an aggression tactic for the white supremacists, law enforcement or civilian. But in any case, that's why we have to establish a base of operations on our home continent. We have to go there with the bag. We have to come up with creative, hard-hitting ideas. This is what Hoover said about his agents. We got to do the same thing. I'm not going to say by any means necessary, motherfucker. That's what the fuck he meant. By any means necessary. Now, illegal activity, Brother Khaled called it black law. He called it black law. Use your imagination. I gotta continue reading that book too. And he didn't follow white law, he followed black law. Meaning brothers was in the B&E gang, and they went out to high society with white folks because it was free game, because it was black law. You were just retrieving back what was stolen from you. So whatever goodies was there, you took to finance the revolution. The revolution's cause. Brothers in the past was robbing banks to do what? To finance the operations and institutions they had established in the home base of the ghetto. And so I'm not telling you to go. Daddy talking, Daddy doing the show. Y'all the audience. Only one that can talk is this one. So brothers was doing what they had to do to get what they had to get. Now, in this instance, we have access to way more capital. We're actively involved in way more institutions of business and commerce. And, Negroes can get money. You see Negroes every day on social media spreading the money that they got, looking stupid and getting robbed and being set up by their own friends. I see a video every other day of some Negro wanting to be known, want to flash his cash, want to clout chase, get women, show his money, then show his face, then show his apartment, then he gets robbed, right? So we always had the liquid cash, but our mind is liquefied. When the mind is liquefied, the liquid cash is going to disappear. It's going right down the gullet of another race of people so that you can look stupid. Buying $200 shirts that don't fit, don't go past your midline, your waist. Pants that are tight and got rips and holes in them. They sell those jeans for $200, but you can take regular jeans and cut those out for free. I guess it's not the same. I don't know. But in any case, if we were to take the bag to an African nation, we find out we scout the hell out of it, find out the ins and outs of the nation, who really controls it. You know what I'm saying? Whom can we bribe to leave our business operations alone? And so we establish things. Buy out some of the military brothers. That's what you get. Whoever gets the military gets the nation. We all go there with the bag and we build a base of operations. We build a home base. We say Negroes who want to come in has to be screened. We're going to have a nice little hotel area, little 15, 20 acres, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to take 20 at a time, right? And you're going to come in and you're going to stay on that motherfucker for 6 months. A 6-month screening process. If you don't pass, you're going to go right back to fuck home. You're not playing no games, right? You got to have some skill and you got to be conscious. And we'll go through that with the training. And we'll train you with some things. We want to build infrastructure. We have a base. We have returning FBAs coming to the continent that we can split the job force that everybody's able to work. We set up real infrastructure, right? That creative African mind and genius, we just let it go crazy. Brothers over there making cars with just straight plastic from milk containers and rusted steel, and they're making Tesla cars. Come on, bro. We got to give our base of operations to let them live. And we finance them, keep them far away from crackers. We ain't doing no videos with the flying cars. Nah, like we gonna be on some kind of shit. We ain't showing you jack. Nah, we don't want your money, Mr. Ford. No, we don't want your money. Don't want it. Mr. Gates, the one I sister told me, Mr. Gates is up front. Yeah, man, we need a base operation. We need away from these people. As long as they're boosted in the hierarchy of fame and respect and acknowledgement, and they look like deities, because propaganda was done with athletes in the past. It's called yellow journalism. And what they would do was have certain pictures and things like that, and they would describe them a particular way that made them heroes. They did that in the 20s with the baseball players. They were talking about how magnificent they were, and hit this and hit that, and so by the time you meet the guy, you think he's a god. And they were motherfuckers like Joe DiMaggio, like the Babe Ruth. In reality, when they were dickheads, but they realized how shrewd the game was, and that the press was just regular guys. And so you hang out with them for an hour, drinks, yuck it up and everything sold a newspaper. And in the radio, you'll be seen as Superman. You know what I'm saying? We have to do the same thing. You know what I mean? We have to be able to do the same thing. We have to be able to talk about black intellectualism, like it's LeBron James dunking from half court. Because the white man has that machine. And so while we hear he's shown in this great light, you always see Bill Gates smiling. Now look at the pictures of Malcolm X, you always see him scowling. Notice that? Bill Gates is trying to exterminate every nigga on the planet, and this is him just smiling. Look at the pictures of Malcolm. And they did that deliberately. I was told they did that deliberately. That's why you see him in his latter years with the camera in his hand. Because he was told when people close to him who worked in the media was telling him this is what they're doing to you. And so you got to counteract that. So, and he smiled just as much. It was an easy smile. You can smile all the time. This is why at the end of the Malcolm X movie, they showed him smiling so often. It was an awful movie, but you know, once you do it, you know Malcolm's real history. You're like, oh, this movie's awful. But, just that gesture, that's all. You give it a gesture of symbolism. And that's what they did with Bill Gates, right? So Malcolm had to flip it. You see more pictures with him, with Muhammad Ali and his family and his daughters and his wife, and you know, just having a good time. And so you put those pictures out there, and people warm up when they see them, as opposed to, you know, showing him doing this, and then a quote from, "Oh, crackers must die," some shit he didn't say, you know, or they take it out of context. But anyway, we have to get away from this one, man. Pure air, real food, real people. Practicing our spiritual systems, getting tuned with ourselves, meditating, all that. Imagine if that was your. It was all about becoming a meta-human, something like that, right? We try to get our metaphysical power back. And that's what we're working towards, and upholding and building a nation. You know what I'm saying? People have what they need. You see the Africans there, you see them around. If they got the little, you know what I mean? They got the humbly. And American blacks are the same way. We just pimped into being more aggressive than any other race when it comes to poverty, and even then, that's propagated. The more dangerous gangs are not filled with blacks. They're not, and that's according to the devils who do them gangland TV shows with some of the most dangerous gangs in the United States. It ain't us. They make it seem like it's us. But the biggest gang in the world we know is the police departments all across the United States. I'm dropping off my children, so I'm going to do a lot of moving around. My oldest child talks a hell of a lot. She gets it from my father. But yeah, when you're working on a base of operation, you have your science labs, you have your food production centers, your distribution networks, all the things that we're talking about establishing here. They get sabotaged here. We have better chances and better opportunities for success and efficiency on the mother continent. When you come with the bag, you strategize this, and you can do it here or there, but just for purposes of this video, we establish it here. The brain trust sits and thinks what can be done and established here. These are the things that we're going to face because we've scouted. We have paid our own informants. How was the government run? How is the president? Is there a criminal element there? So on and so forth. 54 nations in Africa. You find the easiest place to go where you can operate as an independent entity. You don't want to go under colonial rule, that damn devil-ass queen of hers. Why won't she die? Philip died. Why won't you die? Why won't you die with him? Go with that nigga. Jump in the coffin with him. Ooh, bitch. Oh, I can't stand her. But yeah, you take the best and brightest here. See, the thing is, there has to be a consciousness effort. You have to have a damn hatred for crackers. I'm sorry, you got to have it. You got to have it. It's imperative. Because then you would never sell out. You would know who your enemy is. And you would treat them as such. You know what I mean? You would divulge yourself in military science to understand psychologically how to interact with them without falling in love with them. This is what I tell my people every day. Yo, I understand we have to interact with them. This is their world. It's white man's world. Right? But you can maneuver with and around them, through them, on top of them, and not losing your damn soul. When people see you interact with whites, they see a black man. And I'm talking to the men right now. You see a black man who walks on his own, knows he has to interact with you because you control all the institutions of operation globally. But he ain't trying to kiss your ass. He's not taking any raw deals. And he can step away from the table hungry. I'm a little hungry. I could deserve to eat, but yeah, you're not gonna get my booty home. No, I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead and step away from this opportunity. Because it's not an opportunity. They always hit you with the, hey, we're gonna put your face on billboards. Let's put your face on billboards.
Come on.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on a second. So yeah. Oh, the people are gonna love you. It's gonna be amazing. Hundreds of thousands of people there. We're gonna put you on this show and that show. We're gonna put you on movies, and you know Kevin Hart. We're gonna put you on. We have panel discussions about racism, and you be the moderator. Because that's $1 billion entity. You know, niggas get shot. Let's have panel discussions. Educated people go up there who don't like niggas at all. They don't like niggas at all. So they go up there and talk about the plight of Black America, and they make that. Stop that. You hungry? Okay. So I do the live, I'm dad, and I feed my children, and I get information. I do it all. I do it all.
I got something. Sparkles Canadian.
Any African sisters over there who want to come to the continent and be a nanny, we love to have you.
You didn't see the splish down.
The language of our brothers and sisters on the continent. We want you education, but we want you also to not be a coon. So if you can hide that from customs. You want it? Okay. Help her with that. Come on. Put your head up.
Okay.
Let's hold it up. Let's hold it up. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do that, if you want to go down, come to America. We're here for you. And you want a different experience in life? Come through. Come through for a couple years, save up your bread, and go back. I ain't trying to keep nobody here. Don't want to be here longer than what they need to be. I do business. I'm not the devil. I'm not the pig, as Fred Hampton said. I'm not the pig. You got to make a distinction. Remove the system of white supremacy, replace it with a system of justice. A system of justice is not having slaves that look like you. Give people an opportunity to make good for themselves, to empower themselves, to work for honest, personal, honest day's pay, to be able to save up and possibly grow bigger than you. But it all comes back anyway because we practicing mind principles, right? So, you want it back? We're practicing the mind principles. So when you practicing those principles, everything works out. Everybody, as they say in America, eats. Oh, so we got to be able to eat. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go on one of my trips though. I gotta get my bread up. So I got some ideas I'm doing. We just gonna be aggressive with it, brothers and sisters. We just gonna be aggressive with getting our bread and formulating a plan. This is why we have, Black Hot Fire Show every day. We interact with one another on a regular basis. Y'all know what I do. I do live so you can see what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. I'm dad every day. Go, go, go. I'm dad every day. I get my children. I show my children because we have the fire. What you doing with my napkins? How'd you get my napkins? Fire breathing revolution. I actually have a video with my wife and I. We're talking about our relationship similar to the Love and Basketball episode we did locally. And the people here hate us so much because our positions, they won't even watch it. You got to get people who are just, you know, like what they say with when you're doing business of any sort, you got to get people you don't know to support you. Don't expect the people that you know to support you. It ain't going to happen. I lay waste to the cracker. In this state, in this county, in this city, black people love white folks. So what makes you different than every other nationalist or activist here? I detest crackers. And I'm going to lay waste to that tether you have, that umbilical cord you have to white folks. I'm going to destroy it. I'm going to nuke it. Do you like it or not?
What has ever happened to this time? Jesus Christ. Come on, baby. I'm coming for you, baby. I'm coming for you, baby. Come on, baby. It's freezing cold out there.
You know what I'm saying? So, yes. I'm coming back. No, I'm coming back. I'm coming right back. Cold and motherfucker out here. I'm kind of mad y'all in Africa. It's all warm and shit. Y'all warm and chilling and whatnot. But yeah, man, take advantage of this. Like I use this analogy all the time. We went to war with Vietnam. The brothers and sisters was over there. Robert Williams was over there holding it down with the Vietnamese and letting them know, hey, yo, tell her, black soldiers, yo, this ain't your war. He was giving them strategy. He was like, yo, leave little notes. This ain't your war. Soul brother, come holler at us. You know what I mean? Come talk to us. You know, we know this ain't your war. This ain't your fight. You know what I'm saying? And they started having, you know, discussions with it. That'd be a dope ass movie, man. That's what I'm saying. We need our own movie lots, man. All this shit is propaganda. The movies, the music. I know we hate the songs about. That's why I like insurrection music. I don't like that. All that mainstream bullshit. I want the insurrection music. Put more money into that. Right. And here you go. And that is it. Come on, give me a hug.
Thank you. Give Daddy his love. You too?
Okay. Come on.
She got her shit. You give
You
Daddy
good?
his love?
Okay. I'm leaving.
She coming.
Okay, hurry up.
She coming for it.
Come on. Give him a hug. Come on. Okay. Close the door. All right, I'm getting kicked out. With the African insurrection music. You know what I'm saying? With the beats and the rhythms and the rhymes and the vibration. We talk about, you know, playing the music at a proper vibration on our website, Black Eye Fire Network. And get African insurrectionists 20-something years old, just like they do with us. You know what I mean? And we flip it on that. We got music, we got clothes, we got movies, everything they do. Oh man, forgot all the stuff. And the bad. Y'all witnessing me being a bad dad right now. Everything they use against us in warfare, because our people are going to divulge into it. We have to provide for our people. We just have to Afrocentralize it. You know, we have to mar an aggressive black culture. We have to create warriors. And this is what the home base is for. You know. So anytime they look out, they go to. Okay. I forgot to yeah. I was like something, forget something. Seats and stuff like that. And the bottom. I got one more seat. Wait, I'm coming back. And we're creating warriors. And the brothers, you know, get a hankering from some sister, but ain't nothing but melanin there everywhere. So you want to indulge, you have to enter heaven. And that's a psychological thing too as well. Get brothers away from these devils. You know what I'm saying? When they're interacting in that way. We want to push heterosexuality aggressively once again. Black manhood. Because they didn't say it's toxic and shit. You gotta have a pussy and get you some pussy, and that's the proper man you need to be. We saw in Nigeria where they were gonna attack young African warlords who will possibly free their nation. They said we gotta introduce them to homosexuality. They must be targeted. They must be given drugs. There's something wrong with them. You know, that whole Dragamania bullshit again. So now we want. There's melanin everywhere. See her? She melanin. See, she melanin. Yeah, bro, you can't. There's nothing but Africa here, brother. Yeah, you can't get nowhere. She don't even speak no English. There you go. I just gave you her. And then here comes your sister.
You know she don't want another.
No, you good? You good? Okay, she's leaving. Okay, that's all right. She's good. Bye-bye. What I'm saying? We wear our own garb and our own material, and we make, you know what I'm saying, we make the clothing that we wear and all that shit. We talk about this all the time, man, but that's what the home base, and you're surrounded by Africa. You're surrounded by, I gotta go get some gas too, y'all. You're immersed in it. You dig? Man, that's gotta be done. It's been tried a few times before. I think some brothers from the continent, I forget what organization it was, but they had gotten infiltrated by faggots because they were just going off to the lands, I guess you can call it the Badlands or whatever, the forests and the fields, to train to take back what was theirs. The intelligence apparatus unfortunately got a hold of it. And so what they did to neutralize it, because they had just young people just going off, so they had no experience, they were just going to train. And so anybody had any type of modicum of experience or infrastructure to establish within the military group, then they moved up in ranks. And so they started sending faggots over there who can read and write, have some military experience. And so what it is it was all men, and basically all the governing brass there who excelled to prominent positions, they all said, we're gonna take sexual lusts out on you. Yeah. There's no woman here, but there's pussy. And if ain't no pussy, we're gonna make some pussy. And that's what they did. And then now all them dudes is wearing dresses. Now I forget the actual, names and things of that nature, but Brother Irritated Genie had dealt with that a few years ago. Just the attacks on the continent with homosexuality. And so it's important to have a base, you know what I mean? Where now we interact, and I don't really like to separate the brothers too far from the women. I want them to be able to get the women, you know what I'm saying? They gotta be able to get the women. We can't have niggas around niggas all day long. No, that's too risky. We gotta have some women around, you know what I'm saying? And everybody's training, and because, when you reach that first level of defense, we've got too much history with our women being warriors as well. You know what I'm saying? So we want that too. And then you breed warrior children. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I say this is important, home base. And so when we get our finances together, I'm good with that. I see a lot of that. I see, shout out to people, peace, whom are getting their money, so to speak. Right? They getting it. They ride around and they getting it, as they say. And shout out to them. I ain't nobody's hater. I talk to my homeboy every day about stuff like this. I ain't nobody's hater. Right? But I'm good with the cars and women and all this. Like, all my adult life, that's what I've seen through entertainment apparatuses that you would call niggas. You know, hey, I got this car, and this car does this, or I got these women, and these women look like this, and they all light skinned, and they all exotic, right? Ain't nobody got no African sisters, ain't nobody got no foundational Black American sisters. You know what I'm saying? They got people from all over the motherfucking place mixed all together. Like, yeah, I'm Portuguese, I'm Puerto Rican, I'm Irish and Italian, and a little black. So you got all that mixed up in you? It's like, God damn. It's like, what are you? I'm black. What are you? I'm Haitian. What are you? I'm Jamaican. Because our women are the finest women there is and was. And that, you know, that has to be promoted. We are sufficient. As the Muslim brothers say, Allah is sufficient. Our women are sufficient. We're good. We don't need to mix Cambodian with Irish, with Italian, with French, with Australian and all that. And the melanin contribution bring all the attributes that we like. So when the music drop, because they have the melanin, they can connect with the symbols and the vibration of the music, and they can dance. You know, they can get it in when they hear it. Because without the melanin, they look like zombies and shit. You know. And then also, we can teach the actual history of these motherfuckers. I mean, get in real raw with the shit. Make you detest them. We gotta have a base of millions that can do. Imagine that shit. Imagine that shit. Of course, the intelligence apparatus will get wind of it, but by then, it done took off. It's too late. I don't want no... Fuck a natural disaster to kill these motherfuckers. Get a stab in. As it's going down. Get some motherfucking body, man. In self-defense, since we being monitored, in self-defense, because and whenever we build something, they attack. You know what I'm saying? So we create defense measures, and when they attack, we'll be ready. But that's what the discussion needs to be. Get your money to take back Africa. Get your money to take back Africa. In all the coups, the army was the first place they went. Who does the army fuck with? The first lieutenant? Go to him. Give him a whole bunch of bread. Say, you about to be the next president. You set up this coup. They use the money, finance the money. Say, hey, take 1,000, Confessions of an Economic Hitman. Take bread, get 1,000 motherfuckers, because we done fucked up the dollar everywhere it is. Even though our dollar fucked up, our money's still better than everybody else's, right? So you take that little bit of money, give it to 1,000 people for 5 or 6 months. Go out there and protest. You don't even know what the fuck is going on. You have no idea. You just anti whoever's in the head of state. And you have the leader and shit, and then finally it spreads and spreads and spreads, and then finally you have the coup, and you have the assassination attempts. Either he resigns or he gets murdered. The state puts their own leader in there, and boom, there it is. We know the criteria. They've done it over and over and over and over again. Shout out to the brothers who did not capitulate, gave the ultimate sacrifice, or who did not capitulate and stayed alive and handled their business as best they could within that nation. You know what I'm saying? We were talking about Castro and Lumumba and all these different leaders who no one's perfect, right? But you trying to keep a nation independent of the darker people of the world. Those who are educated here, they were told that they were monsters. You know what I'm saying? And so now you gotta erase all that, and that's a lot, man. I gave a sister Destruction of the Black Civilization. I said, listen, it's about to be a roller coaster ride. Like you've never had before. You been on roller coasters before? You ain't been on one like this. It's gonna lay waste to all the shit that you believe in. You're gonna be mad as hell. You're gonna be mad. You're gonna be big mad. I'll give you a cake, you're gonna be super mad. I'm gonna give you an iron mechanical suit, and you're gonna be robo mad. Huh? Yeah. I'll give you some Jordans, you're gonna be Air Jordan mad. But after you get mad, you're gonna make a difference. You're like, this is preposterous. I can't believe that they would say such things about my white Anglo brethren. He's a hero and a patron saint. I can devil say, patron saint. I can use out of your words. But you know, patron saint to us, to the American public means someone who does good. But the patron saint is an evil, sadistic bastard, and that's why he's called a patron saint. And it's just a miscommunication in the language. You see what I'm saying? Plunder, steal, rape, pillage. That's a patron saint. So when the white man says that, he's a heroine. This is why they got still statues up of white supremacists. We had statues up of great kings and queens. They said, all right, we're going to take this and we're going to put our statues up of conquerors of you niggas. It's going to be conquerors of niggas. It's not even going to be about establishing nothing in America. Really, I mean, we're going to use that language, but really it's about raping and killing niggas, taking land from niggas. That's what this is about. That's why we got a statue of this. Most white folks didn't like him no way. But he did what needed to be done. Video I posted of a sister got called a nigger going into the home. And she told her daughter, I'll be right back, baby. Went up to that white woman and backhanded her ass. Then the daughter was like, that's right, Bobby, that's right. And I think there's gonna be some virility to that movie, to that video. Peace, bro, peace. It's gonna be some smoke in the city for that, because that's the new attitude 2021 we gotta have. It is April, right? It is a holy month for them, right? And we understand that. And I believe this is the assassination of Martin Luther King, Hitler's birthday. I think this is April. So they're big on sacrifices and all that. We talking about DMX and Crumb TV was talking about DMX being a sacrifice for Lil Nas X and stuff like that on his birthday and all. I don't know about all that stuff. And I think we deal with it on this name where there is sacrifices and things like that. But I want to kill these crackers, man. Not only do they say it, they do it. They target us and target us and target us because we don't have no home base. So we use their networks, we use their entertainment, their technology, everything. And we can't get no headway because we believe in the upholding of the system so much, whether it be taxes, working, paying bills, all this stuff. When we give our energy to this, it gives it life. This is like breathing life into a cadaver. We won't let America die. They say, black people, do what you do, save us. We could save you, but you end up saving us. We know that giving you what you deserve would actually save America, but we don't want you to save America. We're not a life culture, we're a death culture. So the way we have it is that you breathe life into this cadaver. So you're a zombie. That's why they love zombies and vampires, the undead. You notice these crackers love the undead. They make mad undead movies. Motherfuckers come back from the death. They love horror. They love horror. Seeing themselves rip each other apart and shit. You know what I'm saying? I studied the zombie movies. I'm like, why do they love this shit so much? It's so intriguing. The dead coming back to life. This is in their Bibles. And they want human flesh. It's just like they can't come back to life. It's just like, hey, I'm back. It's like they're dead and they walking around and they're eating and they're consuming and consuming. And they don't ever stop. And it's a virus. It works like a virus. Whomever has live flesh must be consumed. Right. So they created a culture of blood sucking. You have life energy, I must have it. Now, it doesn't make me alive. I'm still dead, but I must take your life energy, make you dead. Now you with me. I was attracted. Notice this. The zombies are attracted to life. Once you're dead and you get up and move around, they're no longer interested in you. They don't move like buddies. They don't move like, they actually are a bunch of individuals. They don't move in groups and packs. Hey, you, come with me. I see some live people over there. They don't do that. You know what I mean? They move like animals. And they just, and so the other zombies look and see, oh shit, let me get there first. And that's how it is with these motherfuckers, man. A damn deaf culture. A deaf people. So when you have a home base and we can practice life, we can really practice the principles that's in our DNA that wasn't written down. We just lived it. We just lived it. It was just understood as God's chosen people. He said, I made him in his image. Right? So we look like God, right? But the only people that act godly are black people. And for us not to act godly, we have to have close proximity with the devil. Malcolm used to say 9,000 miles away from home. Heaven's your home. Our home is Africa. That's where our home is. Yeah, we circumnavigated the world. We were everywhere. But the home base is the only continent rooted into the earth. When we talk about this network and keep talking about all the greatness of black people and what we were able to accomplish, the crackers wasn't around. When you a bloodsucker, you can't do, like when you, like the Superman, let's use the Superman. You got the super cracker who's a black person, right? You get your power from the sun. Ain't no devil get no power from the sun, right? So they talking about black people. So you have the kryptonite, the radioactive meteorite and piece of the planet from his homeworld that exploded. Whenever he gets near it, the shit sucks his energy, right? Because on Krypton, he was a regular human. So you put that earth around him, he starts to become human or whatever. They are kryptonite, and we are the Superman. Whenever we're around them, they suck the energy from us. So we can't perform at our greatest capacity. They create the educational system, we dominate that, which is the dumbest shit ever. We dominate it, become geniuses. There's kids in the hood, the worst areas there's no human that's supposed to live in ghettos. And within those ghettos, you find genius children of government cheese sandwiches and water. And you're like, damn, no one sits to think we should create an environment where all the children are able to reach their greatest capacity. That's freedom. That there's no worries for needs and the wants we create. No one's gonna want to go to the strip club. We don't need it. This is an economic base. Women go there for a job. Men go there because they're horny. You eliminate that because you're in this overtly sexual culture. Sex, food, sex, food, drugs, sex, food. Nah, you go to your home base, you eliminate all that. Lower chakra thinking, low level thinking, low vibrational thinking. We eliminate that. Goodbye. Centering ourselves. Sit down and think. Get one with the planet. Put your feet out there with the grass. Just hum a little bit. In America, it's 24/7. Run. My back hurt like a motherfucker. My knees hurt. My feet hurt. I'm 39, about to be 39, going on 75, man. It's like, God damn. We living in hell. We trying to make hell our home. Ain't gonna happen. It's 10 o'clock. Shit, I ain't even started yet. It ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's incumbent upon us to create a home base. People buy land in different areas. All right, you bought land. Let's get this shit popping. the down and out wino motherfucker who can get into the soil? Can we get the machinery to get into the soil to create the piping? So we can have a sewer system. We got to have a sewer system with the land. We want to build houses there. A makeshift pond. Hell, import fish. The most abundant fish. Import them. Boom, put them in the pond. We go fishing. They got that over around these new little Negro areas. There's Negro areas in Delaware, or uppity Negroes who made it, hide out away from the rest of the masses of black people, where they came from, and they merged the ghetto that was created by white folks with the black people that's left there. So you are a product of your environment. And so they merge the product of the environment with the environment. So they hate the environment, good, but they merge it with the people that are there, which are black people. So they hate it all. So they want nothing to do with any of it anymore. They get furs, they get shoes, they move around white folks, they want to be white. And they try to find somewhere where they're the only blacks. They're the only blacks who get treated like a pet. Oh, cool. Hey, they give us muffins when we first got there. We've already been invited to 3 weddings. And because you niggas don't want to understand racism, you walk right into the fucking trap. That sister who went out with these white women had an overnight stay with 9 white women and died. All the white women was like, I don't know what happened. I don't know. She was fine. She went to sleep. I don't. Oh, okay. We all on code. Because again, you go to these small motherfucking towns where everybody know each other, and you move there and you're the outsider, and you don't know the racial dynamics, you understand racism at all, you understand the cultural dynamics of racism, or how small towns operate, that everybody went to school, so the mayor knows the police chief, who knows that they used to sleep together, he used to date the motherfucking, the governor's girlfriend, and when you talk about baby mamas, they got baby mamas too. They got baby daddies too. Oh, the cousin is the sheriff's 3rd uncle, twice removed. And you just walking right into the trap. Oh, hey, white folks, how you doing? You don't want to ask no questions or nothing. So when the shit go down, everybody know, oh, okay, yeah. Bam, right there. Case closed. We don't know. She was here with 9 white women. You understand? Wink, wink, wink. And everybody woke up and she was gone. She was dead. She was on the ground dead. Nobody knew what happened. We all went to sleep at 8:30 promptly. Was it 8:30? 9:30. 9:30 promptly. Everybody had a little bit of drink. Everybody went to sleep. And then when they woke up, she was on the ground dead. So maybe she jumped, or the nigga jumped. I mean, the woman jumped. We don't know. And you smile. You know, you smiling all in the pictures. I got my white friends. You don't got no white friends. And they sitting there next to your ass. Yeah, you about to be a sacrifice. You don't know, you about to be the 4th motherfucker. That's what Get Out was really about. Get Out was about these white folks who got nigga sacrifices. They hunt these niggas who want to be around white folks. And they kill you. And everybody get on code, and you buried somewhere. Man, they finding burial grounds under schools and shit. 150 people. Bones. A notoriously racist town, it was niggas. They like, fuck the population control. They're putting it out there. That's the energy. That's the atmosphere they're putting out there. You add to the atmosphere population control, so that the layman white person is more incentivized to kill Africans. Oh, so that means there's too many niggas on the planet. The planet was all black, of course, but we're gonna flip the planet upside down, because that's what they do. They turn everything upside down. That was the Avatar was about. Go to another planet and suck its fucking resources dry. That's all. That's all. We done sucked Earth. We're going to this new planet so we can suck the shit there. Y'all all know that planet was Africa, right? Just so y'all know, the Avatars were African people. They just made them blue, you know? You know, he's some white boy He comes to Africa and he meets this African woman and he says, this is not right. I'm going to stop this. This is not right. I'm going to stop it, honey. And I'm the white man. And I will save you. I'm Tarzan. I'm going to save you. I'm going to save all the people. And they're going to be under my rule. See who still rules after all this. I don't know if that's a woman or a man, brothers and sisters. I don't know. Some women got strong features. I don't know. See, we gotta go home. We gotta go home. I don't know what that was. I look a little haggard, man. You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to play ball today. My wife went to work in the morning, so I had to take the girls to daycare, so I couldn't play. But I'm sore. I'm gonna play tomorrow. All right, y'all. Cash out for support. I'll probably be on later on the phone, getting it in. All right, y'all. Peace.